welcome, and I am really looking forward to this one. So tonight I have got technically two different dishes, but they go so well together. I've mentioned it in my last video. I'm gonna do a ciabatta pizza and tortilla chips, right? So the tortillas, believe it or not, are actually going to take longer, so I'm going to do them first. So obviously you need some tortilla chips. I decided to get Old El Paso ones. There's loads of different sorts. Pick your own, right? And that needs some cheese. I'm probably going to put a little bit of this pepperoni in with the tortillas, maybe. No, do you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put cheese on them, right? Load them up with cheese and then cook them. And then for the toppings, other than the cheese, all right, sour cream and salsa. This is a mild one. I was just checking there. I thought, oh, I've got the mild. I've got the mild one. So mild salsa and sour cream. Now I'm a fanny and I don't like any sort of spice at all, so that's why I've gone for the mild one. Feel free to get some jalapenos for your toppings or some peppers. Get some hot salsa, some fiery sauce if you want. You know, if you want to go all Mexicano, right? You can get a big sombrero hat and stuff if you really want to. But so I'm going to warm this air fryer up. Now I'm going to preheat it to 180. And before we do that, I suppose I best start the lorry, because I don't want the battery going flat, and there's every chance that if I don't start the lorry, I'll kill the batteries. Now, with this, I am going to, before I preheat it, I would never normally advise to do this with an air fryer, but I haven't got any greaseproof paper, which is what I would like to line this with. But look, we have got it perfectly clean from our dish last night, right, which was quite a messy one because I washed it straight away. It's come quite clean without having to stick the air fryer in there, and yeah, it's definitely clean. So anyway, tin foil. I really don't want to use this, but if I don't, it's going to be so bloody messy that it does say to line your air fryer with foil or in fact, actually, you know what, I'm going to take that off. Just put a tiny little bit on the bottom. Right, the reason we don't use tin foil normally in an air fryer, and I'm only literally lining the bottom like that, the reason you don't normally do this, right, bollocks, go on, send it, is because that's metal, as we know, right? We're not stupid, that's metal, it's tin foil, right? You wouldn't stick a knife into a toaster, because when the metal touches the heating elements, the electric goes through that, goes through you, kills you, does all sorts of manner of not nice things. If the metal in that touches the heating element in the top there, it's really not going to take very kindly to it. It's probably going to set on fire, spark, do all manner of bad things. So I would be very, very careful when you're doing that. I would never normally recommend that. I would, guys, please, if you're going to do it, just use greaseproof paper. However, I haven't got any, and I am definitely want to make this meal, so unfortunately it is going to be one of them. I'm just going to have to run with it. Right, so as said, 180 on a preheat. can hear the tin foil flapping about. I don't like it. And then we're going to layer some of these tortilla chips on there, and then we're going to sprinkle some cheese on, bang them in there for on 180 for anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. What we'll do is we'll put it in, and then after 5 minutes we'll check on it and we'll see where we're at. What we want is the cheese to just be nicely melted over it, and then we can take them out, serve them, and get on with the ciabatta, which is going to be amazing. And then the two dishes together is just going to be absolutely phenomenal. Preheated. Right, so close that so it doesn't get too cold. What we need is just a nice little layer of these on the air fryer. So I don't know if you can see down there. Right, what we want to do is just put like a little overlapping layer. I don't want millions of these, to be honest, because I just want a few. Right, that'll be more than enough for me. So we'll close them up, and we're going to get some cheese. And all we're going to do, sprinkle a bit of this lovely cheese all over them. Oh, cheese! It's Doritos, isn't it? Only these aren't Doritos. Same thing though. Basically, all we're doing is melting the cheese. $180. We'll set it for 8 minutes, but we're going to check it after 5. There we go. That's all there is, right? So while we're waiting for that, what we might as well do while we're waiting for that is prepare some ingredients for the ciabatta. Now I like vine ripened tomatoes because why not? Now I'm going to do more than is necessary. I'm going to cook more than is necessary for the ciabatta pizza, and that's going to be for plate decoration. And there's a cheeky little side. Right, so that's them ready. Also, what we need to do is cut the ciabatta. Now I went with the ciabatta loaf. And what we want to do is a nice cut straight down. Like so. Now that is ready, almost, but we can't finish it off yet. That'll become apparent when we do actually finish it off. And we've got 5 minutes left on the air fryer, but remember we put it in for 7? I think we put 7 minutes on the clock. It's had 2. So we'll give it another 3 minutes and then we'll check on it. Right, I have just checked on it a bit early and it was a good job I did, because these are pretty much done. Look at them. Get a load of them. Right. Just the total for this job, I think. Right, now I'm going to burn myself because I'm going to get rid of this foil. Right. Just gonna continue to warm that air fryer up. So we've got us nachos, cheesy nachos. Take that foil off because we don't want that on the plate. Right. Very clever. Right, quite simply, spray, give it a light spray of oil. Right. That's one. I'll do the other one. And what we're doing is we're going to toast this bread, which stops it going soggy. Two minutes in the air fryer with a bit of oil on should just start to toast that bread nicely, and then what we'll do is we'll take it out and I'm gonna use passata, whatever you want to call it. Right, going to use a little bit of passata, right, as the sauce. And this is where I cut myself. Oh, I was expecting to. But I didn't actually manage it, which is good. Don't speak too soon. Ooh. That's that up and ready. Watch me spill that all over. That's going to be amazing when that happens. We're going to put a thin layer of passata on top of that when that comes out of there, and then we're going to put our pepperoni on, and then we'll put the cheese on, and then we'll bang it in there. Oh, right. Just started to toast, very nice. Right. Need to spread that about like you would a tomato base, because that's what it is, tomato base on a pizza, because essentially that's what we're doing, pizza. So like any other pizza, just get your base, spread it about, make it nice and even, or as even as you can. I mean, there's no exact science to that, is there? And then, what you should have is something that looks a bit like that. Now, I love pepperoni. So we're going to get this pepperoni and layer it on. I'm probably going to put some tomatoes on there as well. And then what you'll have is something that looks a little bit like that. So now, of course, actually I'm going to put a couple of these little tomatoes on. And then of course, you're going to put some cheese on top. Cheese on top of the pizza is basically to stop the actual pizza from burning. It's to stop the toppings from burning. Might as well just finish this cheese off. Nothing else to use it for. Cheese gone. Right, and then you end up with that. So what we're going to do with that, that's going to go in the air fryer, and we're going to put the air fryer on 180. I'm going to do this for 5 minutes, but I'm going to check on it when there's 2 minutes left. I did check on them and then give them a couple extra minutes because I thought they're going to need them. Oh wow, guys, look at this. This looks amazing. There is more food here than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think that ciabatta was going to be quite as large as it actually is until I cut it. But wow, this is easy enough to feed 2 people. Guys, look at this. We have got an amazing meal. Nachos, ciabatta pizzas. So all that's left to do is to finish it off, I guess. So I'm gonna put a little bit of sour cream on the nachos. Some kitchen roll. Right, that's the sour cream one. What we're going to do now, let's put some lovely salsa on there. I do like my salsa when it's mild salsa. And then, oh, as promised, just for decoration, chuck a couple of them on. Right, look at that. Is it as well presented? Right, I'm not very good at spreading salsa and stuff, so is it as well presented as it possibly could be? Probably not. But I'm a person who doesn't really give a shit about the presentation, so long as it tastes nice. So the important part, I guess, seeing that these were cooked first, let's try these first. Oh, they're good. I'm gonna have another one. amazing. Okay, I suppose I'll try a bit of this, haven't we? Oh my goodness. Why have I not done this before? This is absolutely, by far, my favourite meal that I have ever cooked in a truck. Ever. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I like more, whether I like these tortillas or whether I like that pizza more. It's a very close run thing, yeah. Wow. That's amazing. But that ciabatta is equally amazing. Right, as ever, I'm going to sign off for you guys because I'm going to smash this. But if you've got anything you want to see me cook, drop it in the comments. If not, just comment anyway. It pushes the video out. Also, give us a little like, please. I'm asking really nicely. Give us a little like, little thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And help the channel make more things like this. I don't know how I'm going to top this, to be honest, because this tastes amazing. I'm going to say this is one of the best pizzas I've ever had. Ever. It's just purely amazing. Thanks everyone for watching. Please come back the next time for the next one, where we'll make something else. I might do some Yorkshire puds, like a mashed potato and sausages, probably. Like a hybrid between bangers and mash and toad in the oil. That sounds a really good idea. Yeah, I might do that actually, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Come back for next time when I make another great meal in the lorry. Ciao.